Peace and Black Power, family. Peace and Black Power, family. This is the Prince of Pan-Africanism, the notorious RBG, King Kong Consciousness, Big Papa, Jermaine Shoemake, the most requested black scholar in the world, 11 years straight and counting. I don't plan to keep you all too long. First, I want to say peace and blessings to all my supporters, African family around the world, members of our scattered, beautiful black race. I hope that everyone is staying strong through this biological weapons campaign known as COVID-19. I want to give a special shout out to the African heads of state, African presidents and diplomats who have taken a strong stand and position against the racism of the Chinese directed at African people both in China and back home on the continent. We hope to see more of that, and we hope that that type of courage on display by African leaders will sooner or later lend itself to the European nations as well, who have wreaked much more havoc in the lives and on the history of African people than all of the Asian nations put together. Let's keep putting the Chinese in their place, but then we also have to put the European colonizers in their places. Brothers and sisters, keep your hands clean, wear your masks, be careful with the COVID testing. I do not trust it. I'm not going to say much more than that because I have a Dr. Papa podcast where I've already done an episode on COVID. If you want to subscribe to the Dr. Papa podcast, you can go to my bio info on Twitter. You can go to my bio info on Facebook. You can go to my bio info on Instagram, and you can click the subscription link. If you don't have social network, you can text me or email me for the Dr. Papa podcast. We've had 5 episodes, and I'm about to be dropping the 6th episode between today and tomorrow. I want to say thank you to all the brothers and sisters who have supported us. Team Pan-African, the National Independent Black Parent Association, the FDMG campaign. I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. We began raising money for this campaign during the spring of 2014 with the very first ever donation collected at Better Family Life in St. Louis, Missouri. It was at a lecture I did around this time, spring of 2014, in St. Louis, Missouri, at the Better Family Life Center, where we collected our very first donation to pay the attorney in order to enter a bid on our behalf for the St. Paul's College in Lawrenceville, Virginia. We were unsuccessful in raising the necessary $2 million, and that college has since then been sold to the Chinese. At that time, we began to look for regular schools, knowing we did not have enough money to do an overnight residential academy. And we were blessed on February the 7th of 2019 to purchase 2 beautiful schools in the black community of Wilmington, Delaware, which we now own. For these entire 6 years of fundraising, none of the monies that you all donated could be written off on your taxes. You gave those donations freely from your heart, and you asked for nothing in return. And I want to thank all the brothers and sisters who donated from that first donation in St. Louis, Missouri, all the way up until the ones I just picked up today. I want to say thank you to all you for donating selflessly out your heart, not even being able to write it off your taxes, but you did it because you have a vision like Dr. Umar has a vision of a truly independent, truly revolutionary Pan-African nationalist, modern, upscale academy for black boys. So I want to say thank you. The important announcement that I have is after 6 years of fundraising, without none of my donors being able to write off their donations on their taxes, after 6 long years of standing by your brother, Dr. Umar Johnson, giving selflessly your dollars and quarters and pennies and nickels, getting nothing in return, I am pleased. And I'm only speaking to my supporters. I'm only speaking to my supporters. I am only speaking to my supporters. I want to say, effective today, May the 4th of 2020, we have regained our tax exempt status. And beginning with your 2020 taxes, when you do the taxes for this year, next year, you can now claim your FDMG donations on your tax return, brothers and sisters. That's right. Start keeping track of your donations because we have been approved. We are now tax exempt. You can now claim your FDMG donations on your taxes, brothers and sisters. I am happy today. I'm happy because you all have sacrificed enough without getting anything in return, and you can now claim your tax exempt status. You can now claim your taxes. Your donations to FDMG can now be claimed on your taxes. So donate more, brothers and sisters. Donate more. I don't know how much you can write off. I'm not an accountant. You can discuss that with your accountant. How much of money do you give to tax exempt organizations can be written off? I don't know if it's all of it. I don't know if it's some of it. I don't know that part. You can handle that with your accountant. But I do want you to know that we are now officially a tax exempt organization in the United States of America. That is very good news for us. That is very good news for us. Shout out to Sister Tiffany Griffin in LA. She just donated $100. Get on your Cash App, brothers and sisters. $FDMG School. Get on your Cash App, brothers and sisters. $FDMG School is the donation link on the Cash App. If you want to mail in, if you want to mail in your checks and money orders, you can do so. P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware. P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware, 19809. P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware, 19809. Make sure your name, your address, your phone number is on your donations that you mail in. Or go to the Cash App, $FDMG School. After 6 long years, we are now tax exempt again. We once had the status. We were never made aware of the status. That was very fishy circumstances. But the past is the past. We are looking towards the future. We have now regained our status, brothers and sisters. So when you do your taxes for 2020, make sure you claim your FDMG donations. With that being said, brothers and sisters, loyal FDMG and Dr. Umar supporters, with that being said, I'm hoping that those of you who have family, who own businesses and corporations, who are wealthy Black professionals and business owners, I'm hoping you will go to them and make them aware that FDMG is now tax exempt. Make them aware that FDMG is now tax exempt. Make them aware that FDMG is now a tax exempt organization. And I'm hoping that some of these Black businesses and some of these Black billionaires and some of these Black millionaires, because they no longer have an excuse. They no longer have an excuse. They no longer have an excuse. I'm hoping that they will donate some of their tax write-off money to the restoration and operation of FDMG Academy. I'm hoping that they will donate some. I'm not asking for all of it. I'm not asking for all of it. I'm not asking for all of it, but I'm hoping that they will donate at least some of their tax exempt write-off money to the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. I'm hoping some of our athletes and entertainers and rappers and singers and comedians and everyday Black professionals, dentists and attorneys and doctors and psychologists and educators, I'm hoping that they will now start donating, that they can write it off. Black bookstores and Black beauty salons and black barber shops and mom and pop shops and our plumbers and electricians and engineers. When it comes tax time, don't forget us. Start donating now. Start donating now, brothers and sisters, with this grand announcement. And I thank the Most High God, the ancestors, the Loas, the Abusums, the Netters for assisting us on this journey. I prayed hard to get this status back. I prayed hard to get this status back. With that being said, there was a break-in attempt at the FDMG Academy. One of the windows on the Honorable Frederick Douglass building was bust open with a large boulder rock. I need someone in the Philadelphia, Delaware, Southern Pennsylvania, Northern Wilmington area with a little bit of handyman skills. I need a handyman to go and patch up that window. They didn't get in the building because it would have triggered the alarm. They didn't get in the building, it would have triggered the alarm. It may have still triggered the external alarm, but we need to patch up the window. We need to patch up the window. So I need a handyman to patch up the window. Also, the grass is high. The grass is high. I haven't been down there in a couple of weeks, quarantining, haven't been down there. So I need one of our brothers or sisters in Wilmington. If you want to make some extra money, we can pay you from the donations of our African family across the world. We can pay you. Maybe there's some young brothers down there, 2 or 3 young brothers, teenagers who want to make some extra money. Make sure you got your mask, young brothers. Make sure you wear your mask. Make sure you wear your mask. But if we got some young brothers down there in Wilmington looking to make a couple dollars, I will pay them respectably to cut the grass at the school. You don't have to be a child. If there's an adult brother just getting out the joint, need a couple dollars in your pocket, we can spare a couple $100 to have the grass properly cut. If you live in Philadelphia and you don't mind making a ride down to the FDMG Academy campus, if you live in Chester, okay, if you live in Wilmington, if you live in South New Jersey, Jersey is right over the bridge from Wilmington, Delaware, I need someone to cut the grass at the school and pick up the debris on the campus. I need someone to cut the grass at the school and pick up the debris on the campus. If you're willing to do that, text my cell phone 215-989-9858, 215-989-9858, 215-989-9858. We need the grass cut, we need the trash picked up, and we need that window on the Honorable Frederick Douglass High School building. We need that boarded up with some wood. Okay, we need that immediately. The police told me they're going to be making regular rounds around the school now because of this incident. I spoke with some police. They said they will make some regular rounds overnight and during the day. They suspect that most of this is happening overnight, so they're going to be making some rounds. We got some extra cameras up too. Don't want to have anybody incarcerated or prosecuted, but you must respect what we're trying to do. We're trying to change the trajectory here. We're trying to create a whole new paradigm for African people by properly educating African children. So you can text me 215-989-9858. I love you too, sister. I love you too. 215-989-9858. What I'm hoping is that the donations will start coming in so heavy now. What I'm hoping is that the donations will start coming in so heavy now that we can go ahead and get the Honorable Marcus Garvey School, the smaller of the two, renovated before it gets cold outside. We have May, June, July, August, September, November, it's chilly. Excuse me, September, October, November, it's chilly. So we basically have about 6 months of good weather. We basically have about 6 months of good weather to get the Honorable Marcus Garvey building restored. Who knows? I might get some phone calls from some black millionaires and billionaires and say, listen, brother, since I can write off the entire donation, how much will it cost to flip the whole campus and just write me a check? Who knows? Maybe somebody will share this video with a millionaire, billionaire, and say, here, brother, what it's going to cost? You need $1 million for the small building? You need $2 million for the big? Here go your $3 million right now. Handle that. I want to see all the receipts, but here go your money. I want the school renovated by November 1st. Facts. So we can celebrate or remember the Nat Turner lynching on November the 11th. We want the school renovated before the Nat Turner celebration of the ancestors on November the 11th. 11/11/1831 is when they hung the greatest black revolutionary in American history. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping I start getting some big checks now. I'm hoping that I start getting some big checks from some big names and from some big black businesses. That's what I'm hoping now, because we are tax exempt. That's what I'm hoping now, because we are tax exempt. That's what I'm hoping, brothers and sisters, that the money pours in. We can get this done.